So by now, I believe you should be aware of the situations. By now, you should have been able to realize that we have some certain situations at hand. If you are living amongst the living, at this point in time now, you don't come to the realization, say, it gets some major issues we are trying to trash out. So, and we are dealing with them one after the other so that we don't make mistakes. Which one of them is the case of Baltezar, the Bulldozer of Guinea? Even though the case is kind of complicated, but it's something we are trying to have, a general thoughts on. Like, people need to think, we come together with our reasoning, we gather them, and we now draw curtain close and say, what is the final verdict, the final judgment? Clark. Now, we have gone through TikTok. We have gone through TikTok Live. We have gone through Instagram Lives on this very topic. The Bulldozer of Guinea. The man who has single-handedly resurfaced Guinea on the world map. Guinea hasn't been this very active in recent times, so some of us go nearly don't forget them, but this man has single-handedly resurfaced them. And now we understand that this thing, somehow people are allowed their emotions to, when people allow their emotion like this to deal with them in a way they don't expect them. That is why it can be as if this case, can be like say the case is a case that should be able to call somebody to glory. This is not a glorious related kind of case. This is not a case that should be able to call somebody, an individual, to glory. It has nothing to do with calling anybody to glory. This is a case of extreme satisfaction and exploration of joy overflow. And in this situation now, this has nothing to do with calling somebody to glory unless the person is joyously called to glory. Because as it has been medically proven that too much of joy can call you to glory. So now, if somebody were to be called to glory, in this case of Baltezar of Equatorial Guinea, the Bulldozer of Guinea, if anybody should be called to glory on this issue, that should be a joyous call, not the ones we are receiving on this case. You get me? So we don't go through Instagram, we don't go through TikTok, we don't go through Facebook, we don't go through YouTube lives on this case because it's a very delicate case. This young man took it upon himself to bring unending satisfaction to these women, to these gorgeous damsels, to these fabulous, endowed, plumpy, boko, women. And if you're a conscious person who believe, if you're a person who say you believe in let there be joy, you would agree with me that the Bulldozer of Guinea has committed little or no crime in this regard. If you pay attention carefully, we are driving somewhere. It's a very delicate issue. That's why we are telling you, say we don't go through, we are IG. We don't have work. We normally we just move, gathering information, living amongst the people, getting the facts, This is not Harvard. It's not Cambridge. It's not no. It's reality. Now somebody say how what's going on? No, this man no do well. He dey knack people wife. He dey knack people. He dey bring satisfaction. But in the actual sense of it, you see that the what this man was just doing was he was just playing a role that most people do not play. He just took it upon himself as okay, being a man of the people, let me occupy this position as well. He was bringing deep heavenly satisfaction to the lives of those women. That's why they were glowing, because when a woman is taken to the other realm, not just a woman, a man, a woman, you guys are always taking you both selves to other realm, occasionally or regularly. You go to see say the both of you go dey glow. That is why all those women in those videos, they were glowing. He was just bringing joy to them. But a very deep rational person would understand it. But if you're not, you go to see him for your own selfish end. See, many people do some kind of things that are not even worthy to be mentioned, but just that they don't take them. They for tape. They just do them and clean out and come outside and start shouting. You get me? Some guys keep some things on tape because of the fantasy. Sometimes you go back, you watch your performance, you say, wow, I'm good, I'm improving. Because these things is something you should pay attention and know how to get better and get better so that we can continuously have joy on this earth. For this small time we get here, it is not nice for we not to be happy and joyous. And now they say the offense is for taping it. Everybody get wetin dey fantasize. Some of you go sit down from night to night, you are playing games. Like that your game is actually useless because in most time you don't have future on that game. You don't have any plan on that game. You're just playing it for fun. At the end of the day, there is no way that game is ever going to help humanity or even the existence of any living thing. You that plays game almost all your life, especially when you are not a professional gamer that earns from game, you just play it for fun. At the end of the day, it makes no sense. It's not bringing any. It don't make sense. But the person now will decide to carry his own game for the other side. It kind of makes sense because the man, he has male kids, he has children. From him becoming an expert on satisfying humanity, he can also pass such knowledge to his offspring. By such doing, there becomes more satisfaction on earth. Human beings, you don't know how it feels when you are ecoically satisfied. Like you finish echoing and you have a good sleep. You feel joy overflow. A man was bringing joy overflow. Somebody say some folk tales, some fabrications, some assumptions, some super stories. They say all those women, some of them, say their husband use them because their husband So people, no, stop fabricating things. They see the joy that exuminates. I don't know if that grammar is correct. That means something will show for their face. They very happy people. Normally, nobody were supposed to release all these videos because, see now, you get what I want to talk again. I have said this in time without number, but just that you never they follow us or you never they pay attention. When we move from place to place, we live amongst the people, we see these things. We are natural people, real. We are not jokers. I don't somebody of this age could they begin to follow you the joke. We live among the people, we see these things. You see some men, you marry 400 wives. It's not just that. you're actually satisfying the 300 you had already. But you are just bent on satisfying your own self as a man. That's why you see some men, they got 5 wives, 10. And in most cases, self, they never even satisfy 2 out of those 10 women they get. I'm telling you what we see. I was talking about this yesterday. People don't understand. African women are the most creamier. They are very creamier. Creamier, succulent, sumptuous, and they are all called bori bori. When you say somebody is bori bori, that is, the person is like bakaba. Like, oh, somebody is, you know, oh, if he is python, but python, no, python no good. You know, they are bori bori. Now, because they are hustlers. Hey, Holy Spirit. Hey, serious natural attack. Hey. Ah, Yarabu, Yarabu, Yarabu. Ah. You know, when you are spreading the gospel like this, you're going to get so many attacks. So, ay, 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 Yarabu. So, when these women, because they work very hard, because they live amongst the people, we keep saying this thing. We are more than 15 in number. So, like, this is a very serious issue. Pay attention, my beloved. You see, these African women, they work very hard. Most of them work like men as well. Very energetic women. If you go to areas and see how African women work, you won't believe it. They work like Jackie. They work, some of them work almost, when you move to rural areas or you go out to these marketplaces, you see how hardworking they are. The African women are very, very hardworking. So when they work so hard, sometimes their men they understand say they also need to be worked hard upon. Hey, my fellow guy man, they don't grab that. A woman where they work hard, even if that once in a while, she also needs to be worked hard upon. You need to work hard on her. You can't just be doing these things. And when you look, that guy look like he's handsome. Yeah, Baltezar, the Bulldozer of Guinea, the man who has resurfaced the country on the map, world map. If you look at him, you see, he's a good-looking man, and he's like a woman pleaser. you know, and he's at the top of his business. He knows what is good. If it's not good, he won't get to the level of. See, that guy position is like EFCC of Nigeria. The chairman of EFCC, the chairman of the corruption fighting agency in Equatorial Guinea. Now wetin that Baltezar, the Bulldozer of Guinea, be chairman of corruption unit of Equatorial Guinea. That's his position. So it's very good. He's intelligent. He can be trusted. So he's the kind of person that would want to bring peace and fairness. Because for you to be appointed, not just they judge people based on our own appointments. But if you still look inside there, you go still before they put some kind people, they go say, okay, they can really, you understand. I don't know. It's kind of, but it's okay. For him to be appointed as that head of corruption fighting unit, trust me, that guy is not really that a negative person. So that is why he decided to extend his appointment by bringing more satisfaction. So I would say, please always try to communicate with your spouses, with your loved ones, with the ones you so much adore, so that you can be able to know what their fantasies is, what they love, what they actually miss, what they want to experience, what they are missing, what they need. And make out time, ask all these questions. Don't they discuss about people, discuss about yourselves, so that we're going to balance this whole thing. You won't be leaving so much job for people like Baltezar to do. If all of us are trying to do our jobs and do them well, people like Baltezar will be relieved of some jobs. So let's try to make sure that everybody is doing what they ought to do and doing it well. You see, so the final conclusion now is, if there's going to be any uh, punishment, that would be if Baltezar, the bulldozer of Guinea, is found guilty of malpractice, money laundering, thievery. Because they say the reason why they even lock my guy up is just because he moves with some cash. It's not really say he do some bang bang bang. But then, if he's not found guilty, they should release him. Get me? And let me advise people, especially women. This is a time you enjoy something. You were so happy. You had fun. It was a wonderful experience for you. In such situations, calling yourself to glory is not the option. The best option is to leave the area. If you say, because we our people were always bent on trying to crucify another person, ignoring our own problems, leaving the 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 tractor in our eyes and going against a pin in another person's eye. That's what we often do. Hey, since you know that nobody is ever going to face our business as usual, they're going to make you their business. You just relocate, man. You relocate, you go off. Meow. You guys don't know how to meow. Like me, I change communities every day. Like every day, I change communities. Unless probably maybe I had a particular community I liked and kind of vibe. Then if I go other community, I come back to that community, maybe to shoot or record kind of thing. Okay, meow. What's go with you? All day. And say, look at the behavior of the people you are around. Borrow money or point one land or one of your property. Or just meow or use leg. Your leg can carry you as fast as you can't even believe. Do you know how many distance that they cover every day? Your leg can carry you to play. You won't even believe. Just try. It's just that you don't want to try. So in cases like this, you know that people around you, they are not mentally fit to comprehend certain things or look rationally into things. You go just leave them for a while. Maybe 5 years, 10 years, you're back, everywhere is good. You keep living. I wouldn't want anybody to call his or herself to glory for fun and good things, as long as you didn't call anybody to glory. If you didn't call nobody to glory, you shouldn't be called to glory. You get what I'm saying? So a big shout out to Baltezar. I believe he would be released. And maybe probably him and this Ghanaian girl. He get one Ghanaian girl with bar head. Probably both of them will do a collab. The girl that when doing things and things with 4 guys. Now that guy is also another here. That guy another star girl. Oh. You guys are not paying attention to that talent. Probably she and Baltezar, they do a collab. Hence, these people want at least all things like this can come on average down. Because if you watch our entertainment now, it's not even of quality. It's not of quality content again. So natural contents like this coming up. So long as nobody is called to glory, please don't call anybody to glory. You know, go call you to glory. Nobody will be called to glory. Go to manage. Big shout out to Equatorial Guinea. One more time, you guys on the map. So use this time and activate your social life so that we can keep in touch. We are together. Hey, wahala dey for this world. Wahala word.